Oh,
Are you there? Hello, welcome.
oh God, I don't know. Am I here? Am I here?
I think you're here. Yeah.
Oh,
I hear you. I see you. I don't smell you.
right.
That's good.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Did we do the theme tune?
yes. Yeah. That's all just happened. The intro.
Oh,
So I wasn't
right.
meaning to
Okay.
imply
Oh
that you
God.
smell bad. By the way, I'm sure it's Old Spice aftershave
Okay. No,
that's
that's all
wafting
right.
over.
No, it's not. Hang on. Right. Oh my God. Yeah, I just spent like an hour and a half on the phone with PlusNet trying to sort out my situation. It's like, just nightmare. And I got off my bill, and said you can go and buy a wireless extender. I said that's not going to fix the problem, because the problem is the actual speed coming to the router is just appalling. But I can give it a go if you like. And then she sort of said, "Oh," and I said, "Look, can I just pause the service, and then I'll just find another solution meanwhile, like Starlink, and then I'll come back when you've got it sorted, and I'll merrily use your service when you've got full fiber." And she said, "Yeah, I can put you through to another department about that." And I said, "Okay, we'll do that then." So they put me through to another department, which was in Belfast, and it was an Indian lady who she had quite a strong accent. It was quite. I'm not sure if I wasn't understanding her very well, or if she wasn't understanding me very well, but every time I asked a question or something, she'd sort of tell me the reason to not go with somebody else. And I was thinking, well, that's not what I asked, and it wasn't really getting anywhere. And then all of a sudden she said, "Well, okay, well, we can do an installation on August 24th. And I said, "Can you?" She said, "Yeah, you can have full fiber on August 24th. And I said, "Well, okay, well, let's do that then." And so I don't think it's going to happen though, because OpenReach have got to do this other work. And then she'd sort of say, well, BT are going to have the same problem because of OpenReach. And I was like, well, that's not what I was saying. It got really confusing. And then it seems now, or just looking at the documents, that I seem to be now entering into another 24-month contract starting from August. And
That's ridiculous.
yeah, I know. And also, it's like, I mean, it's £2 more expensive. And I was saying, well, why is it more expensive when I ordered something in March, you didn't deliver it, and now you're putting the price up for something that might start later in this month. Anyway, so I
mean, it sounds like maybe just cancelling might be the thing, because they haven't delivered on what they promised, and they're getting worse. They're not, they're actually now starting to gouge you and making these promises.
Yeah,
I spot a pattern there.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Actually, I think that's what I need to do, isn't it?
I mean,
anyway.
So if I remember, went with Sky. I think I'm not like recommending them particularly, but I do remember when I was briefly with Sky, they sorted out the full fiber thing very, very quickly, because there was a new customer, and so they rushed to get that sorted out with OpenReach. They obviously had some kind of push there, some kind of sway on OpenReach, and in fact it was it was BT who were kind of dragging their heels before that. So that might be the way. So I think, and I think if PlusNet try to sort of charge you the £50 leaving fee or whatever, then just they haven't delivered. They haven't delivered what they promised. So they're not providing the service that you've been paying for the last few months.
Yeah.
So,
and the annoying thing is, as the nice lady in Sheffield said, she said, like, well, I can go to our site, put in your postcode and your address, and it says full fiber is available. I said, I know. That's what it said in March, which is why I signed up with you guys. But it's not happened. And she said, well, why not? I said, well, you tell me.
She's supposed to tell you that. Explain
anyway.
yourself at once. Why isn't this happening? What?
Oh dear. Anyway, this Bitcoin thing. Did you like the thumbnail, by the way?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it was funny, but I think Kaz liked it. I like the thumbnail. I used to love my space hopper.
I actually went to school on mine once. I was knackered by the time I got there.
Were you 17? Were you 17 at the time?
No. I was 7, I think I was.
Yeah.
It was about 1.5 miles. It's a long way to go on a space hopper.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And, absolutely.
Quite an achievement.
Yeah. I only did it once, and I got other people. I got other people to ride it home in stages. Sort of like, do you want to go? And then walking is a lot easier. Yeah. No, I was looking at Bitcoin this morning, and I don't know. I was kind of looking for. I was looking for like super ups on any time frame at all, really, and the 12-minute one was looking sort of promising there, because I was thinking, oh, okay, and then have we got like an inverse head and shoulders there or something like that?
Hey,
but it's really not happening, is it? I think it's dying. So we need to discuss that.
Yeah, I think I was looking at that earlier. I mean, it's that same pattern really, and thinking like, well, it's the so the right hand side was higher, isn't it? So not really a sort of not really a true sort of head and shoulders in that sense. It's a variant of it, obviously, but instead it's more showing it's showing a higher high, basically. So it's not really there's nothing like reversely about it.
Yeah, I mean, there has been, this is like the daily. I mean, there's obviously been some blinding sort of retracements and stuff here, and I was kind of looking at this one here. I mean, we had this like lovely one back in February. And I just wonder if, is that level important to that 62,300 sort of thing? So I don't know really. Why is that a funny color? What is that? Hang on, what am I looking at there? What are these?
You have you got retracements switched on in the chart. I think the time frame retracements is probably that.
Oh.
So for this, you can probably switch them off.
Where's that?
No. Quadzilla is in 2 parts. Yeah. Know your product. So you got retracements. You do know it anyway. But up at the top left there, you got retracements. I think. Can't really see. I'm assuming that's what it is.
Where did that come from? Oh, was that? Oh, sorry, that's Sorry.
Yeah. That's right.
Sorry, I got confused there. Of course, that's a layout I've not used for a while. Right, sorry about that.
That's right.
And I was looking at this level here back from October 2024, and I was thinking, is that an important level? And I don't know actually. I know Michael Saylor's been doing stuff, hasn't he? So that's probably spooked the market a little bit. This thing with that cold wallet, that what's it called? Gold, whatever that wallet is.
The hack with the pseudo random number generator and so on.
I
think that's probably had a bit of an effect. It's kind of, I don't know, it soured the party a little bit. Do you sour a party? I don't know. It kind of.
I try not to.
No, all I have to do is just walk into the room, but so there was that. But I think that was a fairly short-lived thing in any case, and obviously it wasn't Bitcoin itself. It wasn't even really a self-custody thing as such. It was just obviously the way that the key was generated. So in other words, it was obviously down to the wallet, really.
So
so that was bad. I did a little write-up on it on Mafftopia on X. If anyone's interested, just go and have a look. It's it goes into the details about it.
Okay.
But absolutely horrific for anyone who, because lots of people did lose kind of their life savings through that. It's horrible.
I know.
Yeah.
So where did it go to? Obviously, there's someone's becoming very rich, aren't they?
It's gone to there's more than one address, I think, right. But it's gone to a few addresses. But obviously, they're now being like very, very closely watched. So they can't do anything with those funds, because as soon as they do, I mean, they could maybe push them through Monero or through I forgot what we call them now, the things. I was going to say a mincer. That's not quite right. But you know what I mean.
Mixer,
rather, yeah. But in any case, like, everything about that activity is going to be so closely watched now. So I kind of wonder if the funds might end up just being returned back to the original owners. So it's going to be kind of down to the hackers, really,
right?
And if they're prepared to do that, because they can't do anything with those funds.
Interesting.
Oh.
Anyway, but back onto my favorite time frame, 1 minute. How good was that?
That's kind of boom. That's amazing. Yeah,
that just happened. Okay, maybe there is.
Because funnily enough, I was looking at the same 1 minute chart earlier this morning, and that the bearish retracement level, kind of in the middle there at the top. That one, yeah. I was watching that play out, and it kind of touched that line and came down. I was thinking like, I should probably go short there, and kind of didn't, because I was a bit busy. Wished I had. I mean, it would have been a nice little scalp. So the price came back up and headed back down. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. That next one is now that bigger retracement level is touched down as well. Now heading to the upside.
So I wonder if it'll go up there now to 62,645 or something. It might do.
Yeah.
There was a good 1 hour one as well. I saw. I think I did. Yeah, this one here. So this bearish one that started drawing on Friday. So it did that over the weekend, and then this morning. No, last night, 10 o'clock, and boom, up there, and then rejected, came down. That was the money shot, wasn't it? That one there.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I missed that too. It's interesting to note is them EMAs did that thing that I often talk about, where, I always say if they cross, it'll be really good, but if they don't, it'll be really bad, because you get the opposite.
Yeah.
You get the opposite effect in the opposite direction. Like with that came down quite a lot.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, really. This is obviously Quadzilla that we're looking at here. If you want to play with it, then you can take advantage of our Bitunix offer. So there's a link in the description down below. Sign up to Bitunix, stick about $500 in it, and then join our free Discord and DM me or Maff, and we'll give you a little bit of access to Quadzilla to try it out. It is a stunning indicator. Okay, should we just kind of get on with it?
Yeah, good idea.
Sorry about my late start. I kept thinking, they kept saying, I just have to put you on hold for a bit, and luckily they weren't playing crap music. There was just no music whatsoever, so I forgot about it. Yeah, so I forgot
about it.
Thank goodness
for small mercies, but yeah.
Yeah, and then about like 3 minutes to 1 is that she said, hello, are you still there? Oh yes, I am, but I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Oh, you still there? Blimey.
No,
Yeah.
I thought we got rid of
Most
you.
people have given up by now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, let's try this. Let's try this. Oh, there you go.
I thought I just had time to pour myself a cup of tea, but well, I suppose I did. Yeah. Anyway, so,
but did you?
I did just in time. Yeah, it's lovely lemon balm, fresh from the garden as well.
Okay.
Fresh cutting. So yeah, it's
Nice.
pretty great. So yeah, I have the screen. I've taken control. So as you can see, I also have been looking at the 1 minute chart on here, because that's what professional traders do. But this is actually a little preview of the Quadzilla V1.9. Currently 1.8 is the one that's out there, and there's a few different things in it that are coming up. Obviously, the what we like to call the CAS crosses are going to be in there. I haven't actually done that bit yet, but they'll be on its way. And but this, so one of the things here is I kind of moved. This is still a little bit in progress, but because as I mentioned earlier, Quadzilla is now kind of split into 2 parts. Has been for maybe 1 or 2 versions or whatever. So we've got the main Quadzilla there, which has all the usual sort of settings and all of the things. That's Fat Quadzilla, as we may call it. I don't know. And then up here we've got like Skinny Quadzilla, which at the moment is just calling retracements, because that's kind of the main thing that it does. It's got the retracement levels. One of the main differences here, and the reason for the split, is because this one can be played across different time frames, different from the one that you're currently viewing. So that can make it quite handy. But one of the things I've done here is moved the retracement channels, which this draws, which is kind of like where there's a bullish retracement level there, the green line, and a bearish retracement there above it, and it kind of draws in the 50% level like so. And so because those are kind of so tied into the retracements, I just move them up into here, and it frees up a bit of space in the main one. Just to kind of show you that what we've got here. So you actually be drawn by this one up here now. So bear retracement and bull retracement, and this has also got like the hop to a closer price thing. So if it's recycling these plots, there's an option to, like if it's currently just plotting a retracement level that's far away, then but it could be plotting one that's more relevant, like closer to the current price, and it can just get it to abandon that one and just come down to the closer one. So that's if all the available plot slots are filled up, then it can abandon the furthest one away. But anyway, yeah, so the retracement channels that I was talking about just now, I've renamed them to fair value channels, because I think that's kind of more, it's that's what it's about, rather than like how it's just how it's like discovered by the indicator and plotted and so on. Okay. So these are about finding a fair value level between 2 retracement levels, like so. and there's that. So, but a key thing about this, so that's what it's plotting, that yellow line essentially. And I've just done away with the shading between the two, because I think it was just so like, you know, in your face, and it was just a bit much. And also it meant that if you click there, you're actually like clicking the whole indicator, so it wasn't very user friendly. So I just done away with that. It's a bit more minimal now. So in any case, yeah, you notice with this 50% level here, it's what's it doing? Yeah, the price has been kind of like spiraling around it a little bit. So you can actually use that as a way to kind of just get a bit of a feel of the volatility, I suppose, really. So like the time that it's spending above this level, this 50% level, is essentially you know, that's kind of like the premium zone in a way. So like if the price is up there, then as long as it stays up there, then it's looking good. But the price is probably a little bit overpriced compared to this, which is kind of the calculated fair value level. And if it's down here, then it's a bit less. And so this level isn't quite like the reversion to the mean or anything like that. It's, although you can view it as kind of basically that sort of thing. So the price does try to revert to this level, and the way it's doing that is because you get these two like magnetic forces that cancel each other out, and it comes back to there. So the price is trying to be pulled up to this level, is also trying to be pulled down to that level. So in which case it's you know, if the market is in balance, it'll cancel out and just kind of stay there. It'll straddle that line as it's doing there. And so and you know, so you can kind of use that that if the price isn't really yet coming up to this level, this retracement level, you'd expect it to at least come down to here, and then you can kind of see where it goes from there. And sure enough, that one does, because it straddles the line, blop, 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 comes down, comes back to the line, fails it, come down, you know, almost like an equal amount down to the downside below that level. And so that I think we were talking about, and again, straddles the level again, then down, comes back up, wicks above that retracement level, and virtually touches that 50% line again, the fair value line, and then kind of just drops away from it again. I mean, overall, there is a bit of a downtrend there, isn't it? Kind of, this is very approximate. It's just to show that there's a downtrend rather than mapping values or anything. You know, that kind of a thing. But yeah, I mean, well, I suppose another way look at it is, that was hitting level. It was hitting levels along there. So that retracement level is going to do that, so along, and then meanwhile over here we were kind of getting all of these lower lows, apart from that one, but let's not count that, until eventually that reversal, and it came back up again, trying to come back to the to the fair value level. So it just gives you a bit more context, really, in terms of just what the market is doing, given that obviously here it's very much just kind of ranging, really. I mean, yeah, there's a kind of a downward bias to it, but it's a range with a slow bleed, I guess, to the downside. So, and if we get price expansion, because obviously this retracement level would have come from, when the price is there. So if we get price expansion, in other words, the volatility, because I've got the, let's do this, we've got the average true range there, the ATR, as well. So if the volatility starts to increase, we should see the price range volatility start to expand. And so in which case, this could well become the range between those two levels. Like sort of just say, for example, if it started to see more of that down to that level, and so on. In other words, there and that one. So if that starts to happen, then obviously things are afoot. I mean, to be honest, that's suggestive that we're just going to see more ranging, I think, for a while. Whereas at the moment, it's been kind of, it's like the price wants to compress. The volatility wants to compress. I mean, it says that line. It's like, so if it's doing these kind of fairly big swings, each time it got, there has been expansion there, but if it now comes back above that 50% level as well, if it starts to shrink down, then pretty soon after that, we'd expect to see a big move above or below. So, and anyway, that was that. So what else is new in 1.9 so far? There was one thing which I suddenly realized isn't in 1.8 yet, and I was talking about it on a previous live stream and wondered why no one knew what I was talking about, which is this this thing down here, the calculated bars. That's actually a new thing. It'll be in 1.9. So I was talking about that, and yeah, as I say, just met with blank expressions all around, I think, understandably. So yeah, so this is essentially, it's kind of glommed onto a trading view feature, which is that you can expose this, or tell trading view to expose this, so that then you can get it to calculate only that number of bars back into the past. And it just, in the case of Quadzilla, because Quadzilla is doing such a lot of calculating and stats and all sorts of things, just doing that radically speeds it up, the redraws. It's kind of handy to have it for that. So anyway, as a bonus thing, there's your TA. I did as part of that 1.9. So I mean, yeah, go on.
No, I'll say that, and that's all on the 1 minute time frame.
yeah, basically. Yeah, I mean, I'll go into a bit more TA now as well, actually. In any case, but actually, sorry, I just need to check one thing. Sorry, I just need to reply to a thing. Okay. Yeah. So you know what we haven't done yet is gone through the chat. Should we actually do that?
That's true.
And then we'll get back to TA. So yeah, let's have a look. Scotty, been working so hard and punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got. I got this feeling that time's just holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling. I don't recognize that.
No idea.
Sorry. No.
No idea.
Failed. It seems like one that should be. It's probably like a classic hit from the 70s or 80s or 90s or whatever, but it's just no. Sorry, you might have to fill us in on that one. So Michael Saylor's strategy has sold. Oh, hello, Scotty, by the way. Michael Saylor's strategy has sold a whole bunch of millions of worth of Bitcoin. They've now sold 320 million worth of Bitcoin just this year. Considering he was talking about like never selling, that's a lot of selling.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
He lied.
Yeah, and kind of near the bottom of the market, we assume as well. I mean, I think there is a bit more downside to come yet. But yeah, Aussie, howdy folks, bouncy bouncy, let's go. That thumbnail, yeah. Michael Seller, yeah, that's quite right. Kaz, Space Opera, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Mobile internet might be better. You can take it with you then as well. So wherever you go. What's the agent on the phone foreign? You don't want those foreign types being our agent on the phone. No. Starlink, yeah. You had a problem with the tree, didn't you? If I remember.
Yeah, I think it might be all right though. I've been looking into the angles of it and stuff, and it might be okay. The other thing I can do is stick it out the front somewhere, but it'll have to be on the there's like a porch at the front of the house, and it could go on the little roof there. Yeah. I think that would be okay if the tree was a problem. But according to my mate Mr. Delta, it really isn't fussy actually. As long as it can see a bit of sky, it kind of works, you know. So,
okay.
So yeah.
So and it'll, I guess, if it can see it, because it's going to be a narrow beam of bandwidth, isn't it, that it sends anyway? It's not like it needs all of that.
But it's not like you know, when you set up a satellite dish to point at to get telly, you know, you're looking, you know, for like Astra 2D or whatever it is, you know, that is really, really precise. It's not like that apparently. So
yeah,
you've actually got a reasonable. I think it's just the way the actual thing's designed. Actually, it's just quite.
It locks on essentially if it's
something like that.
Strongest, like warmer. Got it, and then presumably just kind of still keeps looking, you know, auto adjusting or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, but anyway, it's in the UK. It's currently £40 a month, which sounds all right actually.
Yeah, hell, I mean, it's and then is that essentially kind of equivalent to what you get with the full fiber?
I think that's 100 meg connection. I think the fiber one I'm hopefully gonna get, if it ever happens, is 74 meg.
74.
74. The guarantee minimum of 40.
Okay.
Which would be
amazing.
Starlink
is 100.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Sounds like a no-brainer, to be honest.
I might have that wrong. Hang on.
Oh, in the meantime, Scotty was just asking, lads. Oh, are we lad? Oh, great, awesome. We're the lads. We're the anyway. When are we getting a Quadzilla YouTube channel with tutorials, etc.? This is it. Can't say further than that. Just, request a tutorial on a specific thing. I think it's probably the way. And we'll do that. And then if we did that during the live stream, then maybe we could just carve that out as a separate video or a short or something. And then maybe we could just start to actually pile up some links to those within the Discord as well. It's like pinned links in the, you know, Quadzilla learning channel. So something like that.
That is probably the best way. That's probably the best way to go. Actually, the thing is, because we do change things, don't we?
Yeah.
Is that, you know, if you do a tutorial video and then 6 months later it probably doesn't make much sense. So
it'll still make sense. It's not changing at that sort of rate, I think.
Just
you know, we could always have a standard thing, just like this was recorded for Quadzilla v 1. Blah 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 blah, or something like that. You know. So,
yeah. But yeah, it is something that, yeah, we probably should make more of a. The thing is, to be honest, actually, is not that many people use Quadzilla at the moment. So, yeah, I know we should look after you guys who do, but like, if there was like hundreds of people using it, then it would be a different matter. I'd be right on it, and yeah, so use it. Just looking at the Starlink price.
We need to put out the videos so that we attract more people to Quadzilla.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah. So Starlink, 40 quid a month for 100 meg, or 60 quid a month for 200, or the max one is, it says speeds of up to 400 meg for 80 quid a month. So yeah, and I think it's all the same hardware as well. So I think, you know, you can start off with 100 meg and then think, oh, I want it faster, and a bit like the Tesla cars sort of thing, you know, it's just a software thing to make it go faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100 meg, 40. Yeah, it does sound like a no-brainer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sounds like the way to go. I mean, also, if PlusNet have actually just put you onto a new 2-year contract,
yeah,
then you have the cooldown period. That must have reset as well. By they're doing,
which is 14 days. I know that was what I was thinking. So if it gets to August 24th, and you know, my new contract starts, if they either don't deliver or deliver and it's crap, at that point I can say, okay, I'm going to exercise the cooldown thing, and then they take it all back, and then I don't pay anything. So yeah, that is what I did think, actually. I thought that would be
or just exercise it now, go with Starlink, and he'll have decent internet tomorrow or whenever, you know.
I know. I should
allow
just
28 days for delivery or something.
I should just do it and stop being so stubborn, shouldn't I? Really? Yeah. I don't know.
Considering everyone's just shouting at you like, Starlink! I just don't know what to do.
I know. Here's an obvious solution that I'm just completely ignoring.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, Japanese stocks. Oh, Aussie. Look, Japanese stocks just lost 28 trillion yen in a single day. Oof! Wow, bad. That's $185 billion erased from the world's third largest stock market. Why?
That's a bit careless.
Yeah. Lost it down the back of the sofa or something. What happened in Japan that caused that? Oh, is it still the carry trade and their interest rate and all of that going on?
I don't know. I guess so.
Be really interested to know. So Space Catty, hello. Oh, by the way, Space Catty, I replied to your question in the Discord about Quadzilla. So go check it out if you haven't seen that. In any case, it was in the trading channel. In that, hope you're all doing well. Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, thank you for asking. I hope you are too, and I'm sure Save is doing well.
I'm all right.
As well.
I'm all right.
Apart from your internet woes.
Yeah.
And I dread to think what that spells out. So that's very rude, I'll have you know. I don't really speak emoji. It's you read it. Yep.
No. Clap like cheers dance.
Hi, Goatsy, drink, Saturday Night Fever, flamenco dancer, Quadzilla. You want to do what to Quadzilla? I say. Right. So, Scotty, breaking. UK government ministers' criminal records will be kept hidden from the public after a tribunal has ruled in favour of the government. Sounds a bit extremely just dodgy. Yeah. So, conversations. Hello. Latest. The Clarity Act remains off the Senate floor schedule, with a closure motion potentially filed as late as Wednesday, leaving a narrow procedural window before they're always going into recess in the US. It's just like, what was that? What's that for that? Didn't they just have like a summer recess, and now it's like a summer another recess and so on? It's just then they'll have the fall recess and the just Thanksgiving recess, and then the holidays recess and so on. What's going on there? Anyway, pretty sure Sailor still bought. Hello, Sailor. Still bought well over $5 billion worth of Bitcoin just this year. Bullish. Yeah. Just this. What was he doing? Like buying? It's almost like he's trading it. I don't know what's going on there. Except determined to make a loss each time.
Yeah.
Can he log in? Oh, it's Footloose. Wow. Whoa. Are you kidding? I just didn't get it. Been working so hard. Oh, I guess I didn't get to the chorus. That's why I didn't get it. But good chorus in Footloose, but I must admit the rest of the song is a little bit forgettable, I think.
I think it just bypassed me completely, actually, you know. So
have you never seen the movie?
Which one is it?
Well, that Kevin Bacon can't half dance. Well, he can half dance. I think maybe that's more the point. So anyway, listening right now, I remember that song from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Good memories. Yeah.
I'm lost.
He also said sell your kidney. I think he did. He bought all the kidneys. So to buy Bitcoin. The stars are still not aligning. I'm going to go check it out. Thank you all. You're very welcome. And oh, you're an emoji translator. It's saying that we love to dance to the highs and lows with Quadzilla. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I mean, it's true.
That's exactly what it means. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so thanks everyone for commenting, by the way. I appreciate that. So and comment more, and also thanks everyone else for sticking around while we were going through the comments. So what we got then? We got a bunch of scribbles. Should we just get rid of the scribbles? All of the scribbles gone. So let's jump up to maybe the 4 hour. Just now, everyone, it's time to get serious. Let's. Actually, is that on the? Oh yeah, that's on the where's it? Yeah, time frame is chart. Okay, good. And I just realized that's all kind of got weird. There we go. Right. So yeah, this is the 4 hour. I need to focus now. Think about what we're going to say. Think before looking at that. In that case, now that I'm focusing, we talked a lot about Quadzilla. Actually, let's put that on the early. Go get Quadzilla. It'll pay for itself super quickly. Probably the first trade, honestly. And it's going to look at, where is it? Liquidation heat map. Let's give that a refresh. Actually, let's go. Yeah, 2 week. So look at the 2 week first. I now can't get Footloose out of my head. Yeah. The foot is in my mouth. So okay, and yeah, what do we get? Down. I think that's quite likely down from there. Maybe down to like 61.7. Yeah, 6.7 maybe. Otherwise, it depends how far it obeys the slurping up of the liquidity there. Force closures and so on. So so currently at 60.6. And what did I say there? Sorry, 61.3. Okay, yeah. 61.3 would be, doesn't really particularly match up with it. Anything, I mean, not on there. In any case, so given that on the 4 hour, we're in something of a pretty major major-ish. We're in something of a downtrend at the moment. In any case, given that, kind of looking at that, and again, not looking at these as like levels to watch or anything like that. It's just like, hey, look, we're in a downtrend, that sort of thing. I could just do that. Try and make it a bit more parallel. So yeah, that is. Oh, actually, what? Is that today, 3rd of August? Yeah, ISM manufacturing PMI.
Okay. What time's that? 3.
3 p.m.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that has a sudden effect. In any case, this level. So that again is a fair value level that Quadzilla has drawn in based on the, I guess it'd be that retracement and that one. So it'll be interesting to see if when the price comes down to that level there, if that kind of forms a support base, because it did here. The price came down to there, bounced away at that exact fair value level. The price kind of wicked down below it there and bounced. The price kind of blooped down below it, came up and then bounced off it, kind of bounced off it again there. So that, I mean, we could kind of box that one in a little bit. So like kind of, it's probably more like that, isn't it? Maybe it's there. So, and then, that, funny enough, that does then become something within this kind of order block that the price is just going, slurp or recharge or whatever, felt because that was uptrending, but as it's now downtrending, it's just kind of working its way back down to that same area. So we could see just more of that again, as in like blip, then kind of bounce away from it, and then does it come up to here and then just carry on? Does it then kind of react again? Does it actually come down? It could then make its way down to that 59. Keep getting that level. God, sorry. Yeah, 61.7-ish, something like that. Was there? Funny enough, yeah, the bottom of that that order block. So that suddenly seems quite likely that we will see the price drop down into there. Maybe it drop, it'll do the as the way that the price, we often see the price kind of weaving its way, S-curving its way around that fair value level, like it's a mean thing. It's a mean S curve or something. But anyway, it comes down, and so we could see that that's going along, and kind of back up then, maybe, because on here there's, once it's slurped up all that, I mean, obviously there could be more. There's going to be like more liquidity that's like off the chart, but in any case, it's going to be. Whoa, why am I getting an email from Lulu? Lulu.com. I think that's a blast from the past. Anyway, so yeah, price down, and then kind of we'll be looking at like 63,900 and up if we get a decent bounce from there. But so it's jumping around a bit with these, but overall you can kind of see that's been just working its way down over the last couple of weeks. Anyway, we could maybe zoom in a bit if we want to 24-hour. Gosh, yeah, that's so midway at the moment, isn't it? But just given the overall downtrend just seems to be down at the moment, there might, I mean, sure, there could be a little bit of wiggle room to the upside and then to the down, but given that that's to get up to there, that's only going to be like, still within 63k, and it's only up to like 63.3 down to, and then all of that really. So 63.3 is there, and that would kind of tie in with, actually, where did it go? Lost it now. 633, just put that approximately there. Just kind of, if it just did, sorry about the scribbles. Having done that, if it then just did that, then that would be a continued lower high from these. Doink. Sorry, I missed that one. Doink, then doink, and then doink. If it just like comes up earlier, and if it doesn't come down to there first, if it first goes up to there, so you just still a lower high, and then down to here, that may even be a bit more likely than it coming up to there afterwards.
Mm.
What do you reckon? Just something along those lines.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Thing is, it has come down quite a bit recently, hasn't it? So
yeah, it's
what
yeah.
I can't quite see what sort of level where you had that channel.
Oh, should bring it back in. This one. Yeah, so that's kind of it was a little bit approximately drawn, but it's really just so the top of that is 62.1 and the bottom of it is 61.7. But I wouldn't place too much kind of trust in those numbers. It's just like eyeballed on the chart, really.
Okay. And the top of your like parallel descending channel up there, where you got your yellow scribbles, what sort of level? Yeah, what sort of levels that? That's 60.
Do you mean that this line coming down?
Yeah. So
yeah. Again, I wouldn't really place it in any significance on the level of that. It's more just kind of, oh hey, look, we can see from that there's a clear and obvious downtrend. That's kind of what that's about, really, because it doesn't cut through anything in particular through there.
No, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
However, having said that, we have a retracement level there. So if that one kind of carried on like so, obviously it intersects there. So that retracement level is at 63.9. So you could well expect the price to come up to there. This level here is probably more likely, I think, for a short-term bounce. It's like, again, approximately be like 63.3, and that because that one tied in with what we saw in the liquidation heat map. And maybe just like slightly above that, but then down. But in any case, it'll be a significant thing whether it can kind of continues the lower highs that we're seeing along there.
Yeah, that's what I'd be thinking, is like a little bit of a pump at some point up to that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, ideally 64k, but I don't think it's going to go that far.
Yeah, because you could even 64k. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's tried to get there a few times, and it's just not doing it, is it? So, I think
it's likely that it would just drop down into this zone, I think, first before getting up to there, I would think.
Yeah. Okay.
But having said that, looking at this, I mean, where the price has bounced there and it bounced there at basically the same level, so it's definite support just there, and that. Let's do that one. It was obviously support there as well. it was kind of like, liquidity there is like ranging a little bit at the same, so support there as well. There's, in fact, multiple times along here that where it bounced from the 62.5 ish, maybe slightly below 62.4, has been a repeated level of support for this all the way along. So there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If we drop down to, say, the 1 hour, actually, I'm going to delete all of those drawings there because it's big on scribble, I say, that chart at the moment. Okay, so yeah, to the 1 hour, and ranging, is it obviously a lower time frame? So keeping in mind the sort of downward bias of the higher time frame, but in this very much just kind of if I draw on here like a sorry, trying to remember the thing. What did I draw in? Not that. Oh, maybe this. Not really price range. Just give me a sec. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that looks so impressive. But there was just a thing I was looking for, and I can't find it now. Is it on this one? Oh, here. Okay, I didn't think to look at that. Just parallel channel. Interesting. So the price is kind of the same as what I was pointing out just now on the high time frame. Price dropped down to there and to there, but we are so ranging between kind of there and maybe there where that, because we've got that retracement level right there. So right on top of that is that sort of thing. But maybe because, oh no, I was going to say because I didn't count the wicks down there, so in which case you could view it as that. But I did count a few wicks on that. Is it just me, or is that bendy? That line's bent down. How did I do that? I did, didn't I?
Like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's a little bit freaky for a moment. Like, what have I been taking? So that's worth keeping in mind. And then is that the yeah. Okay. So that then is kind of a reversion to the mean type of a 50% line in the middle there. Then so. Yeah, because the price has been kind of like similar thing, down in that lower 50%, broke above, came down to that same level. So as long as it's up there in that range, then, well, there's nothing profound there. As long as it's up there in that range, it's not down here in this range. Just to more like that. So, but. That's been support, isn't it? That level going on there. So that should readily just come up above there and find support again if it's going to do its short-term move to the upside, I think. So yeah, I think nothing particularly stopping that. There's liquidity there, but that's about it. Just see what Quadzilla is telling us on slightly lower time frame, maybe the 12.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, my for them very, very small moves, I tend to look at the 5 minute and because normally when you get them EMA crosses on the 5 minute, it's normally like really good. But this morning it's just been like hovering about in a kind of weird, mysterious way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really weird at the moment, the market. I'm not actually sure what it's going to do. It's definitely going to do something, isn't it?
Yeah. I think, oh, actually, that reminds me, there was something I was going to talk about there, but just on the higher time frame, but just first as we're looking at this. So this fair value level that Quadzilla is drawn in here, between that retracement and that retracement, you can kind of see how, because it gives you an extra sort of bit of confirmation, really, that if you're down here thinking, oh, do I go long or short here? I'm not sure. This level actually becomes kind of a confirmation level, because there, when it supports there, once price is down here, it clearly becomes resistance. So just kind of waiting for the price to really close and move up significantly above that level would be a confirmation of going long at that point. So that's kind of how they can be used. So then a similar thing coming back down, the price came back down to that same fair value level, and it was support for it until it eventually broke down through it. And then obviously there was a significant short to the downside. So say if you just come to the chart and had missed that initial move, again, which Quadzilla actually pointed out, that's amazing. It called that short from all the way up there. So in any case, say if it missed that and the price is around about here now, I'm thinking, oh, is it too late to go short at that particular point? So you could look at this fair value level and say, well, as long as it breaks below that, then there's going to be more downside to come. And that's like, whoomp, down it goes. Like, sure enough. So yeah, anyway, let's have a quick look then at, whoa, it's like being on a roller coaster, man. What's going on?
Sorry. Sorry, I just thought to stand up for a bit, actually. Sort of
okay. Yeah. Feel elevated.
I'm elevated indeed.
Yeah. So for this, I'm just going to temporarily switch off Quadzilla and also switch off that Quadzilla. So this is now on the daily. Notice how on this, so the average true range is this line basically with the the volatility on here. So it was in a very high here, a very high level, kind of maxed out in a way, and then since then, and that was back in February, back at the start of February this year, the overall volatility, i.e. the sort of magnitude of the price movements overall, and the speed and so on, it's been shrinking, steady decline all the way through the year, right up to now, or right down to now. It's basically at its lowest. The volatility in the Bitcoin chart right now is the lowest it's been all year. And when, as we all know, when volatility really shrinks, and the price is obviously just like ranging, been doing that ranging kind of since the start of July, blah, blah, blah. Even before, really, counting that and a bit of a breakdown. I could maybe switch on the, if it's here, VRVP. Yeah. So, yeah, you can kind of see there how, I mean, that marks it out, really. The price is just like doink down to there, doink down to there. Then it's kind of S-curving its way-ish around that. But that range itself is compressing. In other words, volatility is like coming right down. There's going to be a huge move imminently, I think. Big move coming up. Which direction, that doesn't really tell us. But based on what we were looking at, probably down. Given this amount of liquidity here, there might be a, what's that, 71. We might see a bit of a fake move to the upside, eat all that up and then come down. Or quite possibly it might just kind of head to the downside. When was it last? Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's waiting for it to redraw. If it drops from there, there's not a lot of liquidity to hold it steady all the way down to the low 40s. So that that price compression that we've been seeing all the way through there since February could just suddenly lead this to like a big sudden drop. So is that level there really? That's pretty much into September. Probably more likely to be that kind of thing. Into October. Excuse me, sorry. The bear market low. It's virtually textbook. I think that's very likely what's going to happen quite soon. Is just get prepared for that. Just this is some YouTube clickbait going on right here, isn't it? But you know, it's good. I don't know. Yeah, get prepared. Biggest price drops of the year. Volatility has never been this low. Probably a few more. You know, blink and you'll miss it. That's not very dramatic, is it? But anyway, so yeah, what happens after that? Don't know. It's the end of the bear market. You know, as if, you know, like we'll know exactly and precisely when the low is in. Just like, you know, the light will flip from bear to bull. Ding! You have now entered the bull market. We'll know instantly. So probably not. So exactly as predicted. Exactly as predicted. So next video, the price did go down to wherever it goes, exactly as predicted. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but Bollinger Bands are getting tight on the Bitcoin Daily. It's exactly this. You're seeing the same effect, really, to be honest, with the ATR. It's all basically the volatility, just like so shrinking down. So bring it up, actually. Haven't looked at the Bollinger Bands for a while. Bollingies.
How do these work again?
It's the standard deviation and the kind of reversion to the mean,
okay,
sort of thing. So yeah, it's that. So shrinking. You're right. So it's all kind of pointing to. Oh, in fact, to be honest, I might have a funny setting on these. Let me just set the. Oh, it is on the defaults. Can I just click reset? Had I been messing with them? Just increase the length or something. Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping we'd see something a bit more dramatic there. There we go. You can kind of see it a bit more obviously now that there's been a lot of price expansion, blah blah. Now suddenly just shrink. It's coming together. There's going to be just an explosive price move, I think, quite soon, and it could well be as these two Bollinger lines just going to come together, loop, and then, you know, explosive move out, something like that.
Hey.
Might be pretty much done, I think, for the day. But yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm already in the doghouse. No.
Okay. So
about Bollinger Bands with Mrs. Aussie just kind of angry with the Bollinger Bands. You get those Bollinger Bands out of my face. Sorry, I'm talking about your wife there. I just realised. Casting aspersions. Anyway, anyway, I have no idea what I'm talking about now, for a change. So I think that's about it. Should just bring Quadzilla back into the thing. Where did I go? Did I shrink it? Oh, I did.
Okay.
Don't remember doing it. Back on. That one back on. So one thing in this at the moment, because I've got the retracements part of Quadzilla switched on up there, so therefore I've switched off the retracements part of Quadzilla in here, so they're not just doubling up essentially. So there's that. And so for V1.9, obviously retracements will remain as part of the main indicator, if only so that we can get the stats still. But also the that what were retracement channels and are now fair value channels will kind of disappear from there. I don't know if anyone except me particularly used them, to be honest. But in any case, they're rebranded, not rebranded. It's just like they're more accurately named now to fair value channels, and they'll be up here instead of down there because they're much more to do with that really than to do with that. So
okay.
That's that. Yeah. Let's take those out. And yeah, that's about it, I think.
Cool. Okay. Well, we did just get that EMA cross that I keep talking about on the 5 minute. That did just happen, but it's not shooting up like it does sometimes, but it did go up a little bit.
Okay. So Ozzy was just saying, when in doubt, zoom out.
Yeah.
So let's go into the 5 minute. Let's have a look. I should switch off that and that. Too much information on the chart. I think it's better. So still arguably a bit too much, really. But anyway, what were you talking about?
Oh, nothing much really. No, just the 21 and 55 EMA cross on the 5 minute time frame. What I was saying is when that normally happens in a bullish way, you normally see quite a nice little pump actually, but it didn't. It went up about $60. So it's looking weak to me, because that would normally that would normally push things up a little bit. But
I mean, it's had a big old dump, isn't it, during the day? Just when did that start? Yeah, during the day, during the yesterday as well. But I guess started kind of very late last night to midnight this morning. Just went down. Not the most convincing of recoveries so far. I guess in about a quarter of an hour we'll see if we get a sort of much stronger recovery there, or more of that, and then so yeah. On that note, I suppose.
Yeah, on that note, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. The school bell is ringing. It's dinner time. And one thing I did want to, having said that, just kind of mention quickly is that if you haven't checked out Mafftopia on X recently, it has changed a little bit. I've started doing daily updates. So if I go to here, then it's now Mafftopia SciTech news as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Skitech. Yeah, and so this is right now, isn't it? It's very meta. Okay, and so yeah, this one was about basically. So this is a rare quote retweet of someone else's news, but essentially it's saying about if you're drinking a fizzy drink from a fizzy drink can or soda can or whatever, you kind of like intuitively think that, all right, this is fine, no plastics involved, I'm drinking from a metal can, but obviously not. There's essentially a plastic lining inside the can, and so I added some context to that it's actually an epoxy lacquer that's spray painted to the inside of the can, and then the whole thing gets baked. There still isn't really like a consumer protection law around BPAs around this, whether in the US, I mean, definitely not in the US, but also not really quite in the EU yet, and not in the UK. They're getting there, but it's still just kind of, just down to the can manufacturer to, like, are they going to put a BPA-free spray painted lining inside the can? So we probably just have to assume not. That there's going to be harmful plastics leaching into your body, into your bloodstream from drinking from a soda can. So watch out for that. It's been there all along. The only difference now is that we know about it. Anyway, that's one thing. So you get these like daily science and technology updates and things. With this, it's talking about there was a paper put out about AI. Should zoom in a bit. AI scientists are empowered to do more, like put out more research papers and things, but the papers themselves are going to be worse. They're going to be sloppier. There's a whole thing about that. That didn't get a huge number of views, to be honest, but hey, whatever. What creates consciousness? Whole thing around that. Deep discussion on that, and better views on that. The legal AI ruling dooms rare books to destruction. No, and essentially, Bitcoin hardware wallet hack. The thing you mentioned earlier about the cold card, just unforgivably bad kind of just pseudo random number generator that used that. The irony was the bug in question was virtually that, like to do in the code. We know this is incredibly lame and dangerous, but we'll fix it later. But then the actual comment was a pseudo random number generator is not really ideal, but we'll go with it for now. That stayed in there for years.
Oh wow.
Just as the thing, it was like, we'll go with it for now, was never turned into like, there, we fixed it, it's secure again. So they knew full well that this thing was not secure, but they ran with that for years. That's awful. People lost their life savings over that.
Wow.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so on. You get all these things. So do go and check this out. Mafftopia. You get daily science news and a bit of attitude, if I'm honest. And yeah, that's that really. If you're watching this at Mafftopia now, do follow the channel. I'd highly appreciate it, and you'll get good updates and things in any case. So yeah, definitely done now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So,
okay. As it happens, Bitcoin did go up a little bit on that cross, but not massively. But
yeah, but still, yeah. Stay true to its word.
Yeah, it's hit a retracement on the 1 minute now, so there you go. It's all good.
But
right.
You notice also the place where it stopped, where it bounced off, was that Quadzilla fair value level, exactly there that it plotted in. Exactly that level, bounced off it. Because one thing I'm going to do with these, I think, is because it exists for as long as the bullish level exists below it, but I might make it so it exists for as long as either of them is still plotting. I think it'd be better. So I'll do that. And that's definitely that. Yeah, done.
Okay, right. Thank you everyone for coming along today. Please do give the stream a like on the way out. I'll be back tomorrow with something, not quite sure what, but there will be something, and then we'll be back on the stream on Wednesday. Okay, so so hopefully I'll see you then. Right, I've got a few alerts firing off, so I need to sort of deal with them. All right,
go trade. Yep.
Take care, everyone. Right, trade safe. Bye now.